us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Bruins ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Makes the grab, it's Connor. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out wide left, it's Connor. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Motion from the wideout. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. The run inside. It's Edwards. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Carter. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush is on. Got the back over the middle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Driving forward, it's Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Edwards. Bust through behind his pad. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Give to the single back. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. From the gun. Shakes off the defender. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got them in 3rd and long, right where you want them. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneak the run in there. Now they got a 4th and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's Carter. Throws to the tight end. Way off target there. Third and long right here. Making the adjustment. Off play action. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where... drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We have got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback got it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Follows his blocks. It's Martin. Could be an alley. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
The official says no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out wide right, it's Taylor. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Sets his feet. It's Carter. Throws for the tight end. Coleman open on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Commodores come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Drops back on 1st down. Fires to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Wants to throw again. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Caught behind the line, it's Brown. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st. Right side, it's Barnett. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Carter. He makes a grab. They will score! Touchdown, Commodores! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
2nd and long here. Handoff to the single back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking. on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the gun, it's Brown. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's changing the play. Back to pass, it's Carter. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Commodores need to pick it up on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Near the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, UCLA.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. In the red area, it's Cox. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. On play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide right, it's Barnett. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Commodores want to move quickly. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Right side, it's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
Reels it in. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Vandy. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Hauls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Hits inside. It's Edwards. Runs through a tackle. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. quickly complete. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 15 team, the Kansas State Wildcats.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be an 8-yard loss.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Look out! Hit as he throws. It's caught. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. They'll make those contested catches.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Got it, looking for a first. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down to the air. What a grab with one hand. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. On the one hand, literally, that was a fantastic catch, but on the other hand, didn't get enough.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of an old basketball analogy, like $1 million move, $1 finish. Nice play, but it didn't get the first one.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he gets it away.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted, number 19. Touchdown Doors. Took it all the way back to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Phillips. On the move at the 30. Gashing the D on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab. And the Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Martin. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The This time they'll throw it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about that from the offense? 2nd and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw it, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sit back in the pocket. Just throw the football away. Don't take the sack. Don't go backwards, especially inside the 3-yard line. Set up in such good position.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Buys time to his left. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! He got it beat down in bounds. They'll line up to go for 2. Right side, it's Phillips. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. To the air, it's Carter. Left side, it's Brown. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Finds his man on the RPO. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Finds his target. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Out wide left is Brown. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but... a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Commodores! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide right, it's Edwards. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Goes high to pull it in. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
UCLA.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They want to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Buried before he could blink. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Selling the fake. He's got it and still on his feet. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give them a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. The quarterback sneak. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Right side, it's Phillips. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. He'll run it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vandy. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Drops back on first down. Shoots it to the left. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the...
Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
And he added the extra point.
42, UCLA 28.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Working the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. The 30. The 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Touchdown Vanderbilt. Quick strike through the air for the score. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Yeah, salt into your wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Left side is Casper. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most important...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Eagle, eagle, check, eagle. Rush, rush.
Looking downfield, it's Carter. Unloads to the right. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On the return, he gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw on first. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, he's got